What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and we may have a supposed release date for Call of Duty Warzone, the free-to-play battle royale, thanks to the folks over at Charlie Intel and VGC News. I know many of us out there thought we were just days away from the release date of this new battle royale, but unfortunately, it's looking like we may be closer to around a month away from the release date of Call of Duty Warzone. So, Charlie Intel just tweeted out their new article about an hour ago, and here's what they had to say. According to a new rumor from gaming website VGC News, they are indicating that development sources have informed them that Call of Duty Warzone is set to release in early March. Per their article, Warzone is set to be released around Tuesday, March 10th. This information and date is not confirmed at the time of this writing. VGC states their sources tell them that Warzone has been a co-developed project between Infinity Ward and Raven Software, which lines up with many information around the web over the last few months and information that has been mentioned to Charlie Intel. The report notes that the mode will be unlocked for Modern Warfare owners on the launch day in early March. Per VGC, the company will also then release a free-to-play standalone version of Warzone with the option to upgrade to the full Modern Warfare experience. VGC states that Warzone will support up to 200 players, which also matches what we've seen too from in-game files. So it is worth noting that Charlie Intel, I believe, has the closest sources to Infinity Ward out of all the dev teams that do work on Call of Duty. So I would assume if Charlie Intel were to hear anything about any Call of Duty, it would definitely be about Infinity Ward's work, and definitely with this Call of Duty Warzone. So this is interesting news because looking at the amount of leaks and the severity of leaks, I should say, within Modern Warfare, you would just assume that the Battle Royale is 100% finished and is just days away. But what's interesting is that a couple of days before the major Warzone leaks came out, I know TGR was talking to his sources, and his sources were saying that, you know, they were still working on it, and, you know, it could potentially be scrapped, but it would be released either in Season 2 or Season 3 if it was still happening. Then all of a sudden, all these leaks just popped in. So it's like in a matter of days, a lot of things changed behind the scenes. So I really wonder how much they are actually done with the Warzone Battle Royale. You know, is it close to being released, or are they still having issues? I really wonder what the status is with the Battle Royale. But in regards to the gaming revolution, I know recently he got his Twitter taken down for a number of leaks. He got a copyright strike on the video where he showcases the in-game glitch where you can actually get into a Warzone lobby. And, you know, as I've said on stream and in other videos, this was honestly a situation where it was the straw that broke the camel's back, because I don't think Activision necessarily took him down because of the in-game glitch. Because if you think about it, it wasn't really a leak from a third party or any other type of leaked footage from somewhere else. It was just a glitch that occurred in-game, which is nobody's fault. People out there weren't asking to be put into Call of Duty Warzone lobbies to be able to see the training mode and all that crap. Nobody asked for that. It literally happened in the game we purchased, but it is also worth mentioning that, yeah, we do purchase a license to play the game. Activision owns all of that and could decide whether or not they want certain content on the internet, and they can strike down whatever they please. I totally understand that, but I don't necessarily think that TGR got struck down simply because of the in-game glitch, even though it looks that way because that's really what everybody saw. But it was really just a situation where they were fed up with him. They already had him on their radar, and that was just a perfect opportunity to shut down his Twitter. 45,000 followers, which he may just never get back. But he did make a new Twitter. I'll have a link down below in the description. He's already at, I think, was it 10,000 followers, which is awesome. So good for him. He just has to be careful with exactly what he leaks next. But the issue I have with this Warzone stuff is that Activision hasn't addressed it. They haven't addressed it somehow. Literally all of the Battle Royale could be data mined at this point in time. You can literally glitch into lobbies. It makes the mode look complete. Why haven't they addressed it? But we've seen this with Black Ops 4 as well. Factions getting scrapped and replaced with contracts, and they never acknowledged it. It's like, I don't blame the developers for this, but clearly something is going on behind the scenes to the point where Activision should probably acknowledge this to the community, but they're just not going to. So who knows what's happening. I was expecting a trailer this week. I was hoping to do a live reaction to the trailer, you know, get my setup ready, clear out my hard drive, and then boom, just get ready for this free-to-play Battle Royale. I feel like it's going to be a massive success, not only because it's free-to-play, but because of the beautiful and fluent gameplay that Modern Warfare brings to the Call of Duty community. But yeah, hopefully they address it in the next few days. Hopefully they come out and say, hey, sorry that there's a glitch in-game that's causing people to, you know, see a mode that hasn't been revealed yet, and then they can go from there. But instead, they're just striking people for getting into lobbies. There's a lot of people out there that were streaming Modern Warfare, accidentally getting put into Warzone lobbies, views than getting their streams taken down. So it's like, it's nobody's fault. But yeah, the Warzone Battle Royale looks ready. Looking at all the leaked gameplay and the detail, it looks like it's complete. But I'm sure Infinity Ward really wants to add some finishing touches along with Raven before officially releasing it. It's going to be huge. It's the first free-to-play Call of Duty experience on all platforms, not a mobile game. So they're going to want to really take this one slow and get it out there. I was just hoping that, you know, leaks wouldn't pour in the way that they did. You know, if you're going to data mine stuff or whatever, but the fact that there's footage of everything, that's just absurd. But hopefully Black Ops 5 won't go down this way. As I said earlier, I know with every game and every release, there's always a decent amount of leaks, but with Modern Warfare, it was unacceptable. And, you know, you can't really blame, you know, all of the devs. I think it's just some of the devs or some of the QA testers that took it upon themselves to go out and leak everything. No surprises were really left with Modern Warfare, if I'm really honest with you, right? And usually, you know, a couple Call of Duties have a few surprises here and there that nobody data mined or nobody could have guessed. But with Modern Warfare, it's like, what really is there? Right? And I think Warzone probably would have been that thing, right? Because we knew a Battle Royale was coming, but we didn't know it was going to be free to play. We didn't know this, we didn't know that. But now all of that information is out there. And as I also said before, when it came down to around the 2015 era, I was really hyped for another Treyarch Call of Duty, the first Treyarch Call of Duty on current gen platforms, which is obviously going to be Black Ops 3. But Advanced Warfare was a game that really had me engaged and really gave me something to do until Black Ops 3. And I really enjoyed that experience all around. The campaign, the multiplayer, the exo zombies, it kept me going, right? But with Modern Warfare 2019, you know, and going into 2020 now, it just hasn't kept me going. And I'm just really eagerly waiting for not only Treyarch's next game, but now this Call of Duty Warzone, because it could give me something to enjoy until the fall when the next game comes out. It's like Modern Warfare just doesn't have me hooked that other games usually do. So hopefully this Warzone is a banger. Fingers crossed on that. You know, Modern Warfare just really isn't keeping me going right now, but as you can see in the background, I have been enjoying Rust, you know, and Rust is a classic map, but that's really all there is, right? It's just the remakes that play okay in this game. Rust plays all right. There aren't many safe spaces or, you know, areas that they added for absolutely no reason, so it plays okay, but some of the other remakes in this game, just unbelievable, dude. Shipment, the spawns, atrocious, almost unplayable, but at least Rust has me going because I enjoy the game. It's just a lot of fundamental problems with the map design and with the skill-based matchmaking that really turns me off. But again, hopefully the Warzone is miles better than this. But real quickly before I end this video, I also wanted to address this massive thread that was posted on the Modern Warfare subreddit going over just about everything that's been leaked so far for the Modern Warfare Battle Royale. I have it linked down below in the description, but I'm going to quickly go over some of the big points of this. We have the loot rarity. White's going to be common, green's going to be uncommon, blue is rare, purple's epic, orange is legendary, red's going to be custom, not used in loot, but used for drops, and we're going to have gold, which is currently unknown, possibly for airdrop items. Now, that's crazy. And the rules of the Warzone, the green gas seen in the trailer is actually radioactive ash, not gas. When downed and having a pistol, you will go into last stand. Upon killing an enemy in last stand, you will be revived. So that's going to be kind of scary, right? You get into a massive gunfight and maybe you're against 2 or 3 other people. You get down, you might be able to kill one of them while you're down, get back up and get right back into the action. So that's going to be interesting. Custom gas, circle size, and damage options for game modes or custom games is possibly coming. We have solo, duos, trios, and squads all confirmed. So I was always wondering why Blackout never gave us trios, right? Or even something with a 5-man team, right? They could have easily done that and incorporated different types of player modes within some of the LTMs they introduced, like Bounty Hunter and Ground War and some other cool things, but we just never saw that. But luckily we are getting trios here within the Modern Warfare Battle Royale. And it's funny how they are taking inspiration from Apex a little bit, not only with putting in trios, but also having a plan to just drop a trailer and then release the Battle Royale the same day. And that's what TGR actually leaked before his Twitter was taken down, or his original Twitter, I should say. He literally was told by his sources that when the trailer does release, the very end of the trailer is supposed to say available now, which again means that the Battle Royale will probably go live like an hour or two after the gameplay reveal drops. And that's kind of cool, but of course, the surprise element has been stripped away because of leaks like this, which does suck. But we do have base health, which is 150, with 150 armor HP and 3 different tiers of armor, also including helmets, start of game mechanics, and end of game extraction info. There is a jump master in the code. Expect this to be similar to Apex. Seems to be multiple multiple different ways to both enter and exit a match. Below you can see there is a AC-130 entrance, convoy entrance, and helicopter entrance that can all be turned on or off pre-match. Starting weapons are G21 pistol, MP5, M4A1, and a knife. Or a starting weapon you get to choose, not sure. So again, data mined information could always be misinterpreted. Always keep that in mind. We have no idea what some of this stuff means, but these are really educated guesses based on what we already know does exist in the full Modern Warfare experience. We have respawn mechanics. Seems you'll have to take a teammate's body to a nearby ambulance to be able to revive them or send them to the Gul Gag. A defibrillator is mentioned along with respawning. Not sure how that will be used in relation to Gul Gag and ambulance yet. There are also respawn and self-revive tokens. Let's all hope neither are paid content, and you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. We have no idea. But let me know what you think of all this down below in the comment section. This has been dkdynamite. Apparently we're also going to be getting 200 plus daily missions and challenges incorporated into Warzone, which is probably going to last around 2 months, which is great. So they are planning ahead with this. I have high hopes for the Battle Royale. Fingers crossed it's fun, it's not camper friendly. Hopefully it's just as engaging as Blackout was, especially with the bigger player count within the actual mode. Let me know what you think of this down below in the comment section. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.